In the heart of Babylon, amidst the glitter of gold and the weight of chains, one man stood as a beacon of unwavering faith. His name was Daniel, meaning God is my judge, and his life would witness the rise and fall of empires. To the Catholic Church, Daniel is the fourth of the major prophets, a model of Christian living in a secular world. Taken captive in 605 BC under King Nebuchadnezzar, he was selected for his intellect and physical beauty to serve the royal court. Alongside his three companions, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel navigated the trials of a pagan empire. The book of Daniel is unique. It is apocalyptic literature using heavy symbolism to reveal God as the true master of history. In the Catholic tradition, the book includes 14 chapters, preserving sections like the story of Susanna and the prayer of Azariah. The first half of the book focuses on personal trials, showing how to remain faithful while living in the world. When Daniel's companions refused to worship Nebuchadnezzar's golden statue, they were cast into a fiery furnace. To the king's shock, a fourth figure, like a son of God, appeared walking with them amidst the flames. They emerged without even the smell of smoke, proving that God protects those who place their trust entirely in him. Years later, under King Belshazzar, a mysterious hand wrote a message of judgment upon the palace wall. Daniel interpreted the words. The Babylonian Empire had been weighed and found wanting and would soon fall. That very night, Babylon fell to the Persians, reminding us that no earthly power is permanent before God. Under King Darius, Daniel's rivals tricked the king into banning prayer to anyone but the monarch. But Daniel continued to pray 3 times a day toward Jerusalem, choosing obedience to God over the laws of men. For his devotion, he was cast into a den of hungry lions, a sentence meant to be his certain end. Yet, God sent an angel to shut the lions' mouths, and Daniel remained untouched throughout the long night. The Church Fathers viewed this as a prefiguration of Christ, emerging alive from a sealed tomb after conquering death. Daniel also interpreted Nebuchadnezzar's dream of a great statue representing a succession of world empires. A stone, cut by no human hand, smashed the statue and grew into a mountain that filled the entire earth. St. Augustine interprets this stone as Jesus Christ and the mountain as the Catholic Church, which outlasts all empires. In Daniel 7, he sees a vision of one like a son of man coming on the clouds to receive an everlasting kingdom. This is the very title Jesus used for himself, a clear claim to divinity and universal kingship before the Sanhedrin. The angel Gabriel later revealed a timeline of 70 weeks of years, precisely pointing to the arrival of the Messiah. Catholic scholars note this timeline lands remarkably close to the start of Jesus' ministry, fueling the world's expectation. Daniel 12 contains one of the clearest Old Testament affirmations of the afterlife and the resurrection of the dead. He wrote, "Many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some shall live forever." The Canticle of the Three Youths from Daniel 3 is a staple of the Catholic liturgy, calling all creation to bless the Lord. Prayed every Sunday, it reminds us that even in trials, our first duty is the praise and worship of God. The additional stories in the Catholic Book of Daniel emphasize God's justice and his presence in every detail of our lives. The story of Susanna showcases Daniel's youthful wisdom and God's protection of the innocent against false witness. In Bel and the Dragon, Daniel exposes the falsehood of idols, proving that only the living God is worthy of worship. Daniel teaches us how to be in the world, but not of the world, to serve earthly rulers while remaining loyal to God first. His visions provide the theological bridge between the earthly kingdom of Israel and the eternal spiritual kingdom of Christ. That kingdom is the church, which began small but has grown to fill the earth, outlasting every human empire. Daniel remains a cornerstone of prophecy, guiding us to see the hand of God in the movements of history. His precise timelines gave the world the expectation of the Messiah, a promise fulfilled in the person of Jesus Christ. The Church reads from Daniel as the liturgical year ends, focusing our hearts on the final triumph of God's kingdom. His life demonstrates that God is the sovereign ruler of history, no matter how dark the exile may seem. Let us follow his example of prayer, fasting, and unwavering courage in the face of worldly pressure. For the kingdoms of this world shall pass, but the kingdom of our God shall endure forever and ever. May the story of Daniel inspire your own journey of faith. Amen.